Once upon a time, there was a wise and just king named Yuan, known for his wisdom and fairness. He always wanted his people to learn valuable life lessons, especially about responsibility and proactivity. One day, King Yuan came up with a way to challenge his people. He ordered his soldiers to place a large stone right in the middle of the main road leading to the bustling marketplace. This was a road that many people passed through every day, from wealthy merchants, powerful nobles, to poor laborers. Once the stone was in place, the king and his ministers hid and observed from a distance. He wanted to see how the people would react to this challenge. Would they try to move the stone, or would they simply complain and walk away? Early the next morning, the first person to arrive was a wealthy merchant. Seeing the stone blocking his way, he frowned in frustration and muttered, "Why doesn't the king take care of the roads?" He then turned around and took a different route. A short while later, a nobleman on horseback came by. He looked at the stone with disdain and muttered, "This isn't my job, someone else should handle this." He casually stepped around it and continued on his way. Throughout the day, many people passed by, all pointing fingers and complaining, but none of them took any action. When the large stone appeared in the middle of the road, the people passing by had no idea they were facing a challenge from the king. Each person reacted differently, but the common factor was that no one wanted to take responsibility for solving the problem. In the morning, a wealthy merchant rode his horse toward the stone. Seeing the obstruction, he frowned and sighed. Instead of trying to move it, he muttered, "This is such a hassle. Why doesn't the king take care of these roads?" Not wanting to waste time, he turned his horse and took a longer route, ignoring the obstacle still blocking the road. Soon after, an aristocrat appeared. He paused, looked at the stone with contempt, and coldly said, "This is not my problem. Someone else will take care of it." After saying this, he nonchalantly stepped around the stone and continued on his journey without looking back. Throughout the day, many others walked along the same road: farmers, merchants, pedestrians. All showed discomfort when they saw the stone blocking the way. Some shook their heads and complained, while others pointed fingers and talked about how irresponsible others were. Some even said, "This is definitely the responsibility of the officials or the workers. They should have cleared this road." But in the end, no one stopped to try moving the stone. The stone remained in place, and the king and his ministers silently watched everything unfold. He knew that this challenge wasn't just about a stone blocking the road, but about how people would face difficulties in life. Would anyone be brave enough and proactive enough to solve the problem? In the late afternoon, when the sun was setting, a poor farmer appeared on the road leading to the market. He was carrying a heavy sack of grain on his shoulder, sweat dripping down his weathered face. He walked slowly but steadily, knowing that getting to the market early would help him sell his grain at a good price. When he reached the large stone in the road, he stopped. Unlike the others who simply complained and walked away, he looked at the stone for a long time. He knew that if no one moved it, others would face the same difficulty he was facing. Without hesitation, he set his sack of grain down at the side of the road and walked over to the stone. Using both hands, he pushed it with all his might. The stone was heavier than he expected, but he didn't give up. He bent down, putting all his strength into it, moving the stone inch by inch. Sweat poured from his body, his hands ached, but he persisted. After much effort, the stone slowly rolled off to the side, clearing the path ahead. He sighed in relief, dusted off his hands, and prepared to continue on his way. But then, something shiny caught his attention in the fading sunlight. Right where the stone had been, a small bag lay on the ground. Curious, he bent down, picked it up, and opened it. Inside were shiny gold coins, along with a small piece of parchment. When he opened it, he was stunned. After the poor farmer moved the stone and discovered the bag of gold and the letter, King Yuan and his ministers stepped out from their hiding place. Their eyes glimmered with satisfaction as they witnessed the farmer's effort. Despite being drenched in sweat, he didn't complain, he simply took action and solved the problem. The king understood that, in that moment, the farmer had demonstrated a valuable lesson he wanted to share with the entire kingdom. King Yuan approached the farmer, smiled, and patted him on the back, saying, "The road to success is not an easy one, but it is the road that requires patience, effort, and real action." The letter the farmer found wasn't just a material reward, it contained a deeper message. The king wrote, "This reward is for those who take action instead of just sitting and complaining. When faced with difficulties, instead of blaming the circumstances or criticizing others, be the first to take action. The road to success is through effort and action." The king wanted everyone to understand that the difficulties in life are not obstacles but opportunities for self-improvement and growth. He wanted his people to realize that instead of waiting for someone else to do something, they themselves have the power to change their circumstances and create opportunities for themselves. As the king and his ministers passed through the crowd, he stopped and looked at them kindly. The people of the kingdom now understood that only those who take action, persevere, and remain determined can uncover the hidden opportunities within life's challenges. No one can change their fate if they stand still and complain. The story of King Yuan and the poor farmer is a profound lesson about determination and action in life. The stone blocking the road was not just a physical challenge, but also a symbol of the obstacles and difficulties we encounter every day. How each person responds to these challenges shows us an important truth: those who face difficulties with determination and action will uncover hidden opportunities. The wealthy merchant and the nobleman, despite their wealth and power, chose to avoid the challenges. They were unwilling to face the problem, instead blaming and trying to avoid it. This is the image of those who only complain and blame circumstances without ever trying to change them. They see the difficulty but fail to realize that every challenge contains a new opportunity, if only they have the determination to face it. In contrast, the poor farmer, though just an ordinary laborer, chose to face the challenge head-on. Instead of complaining or avoiding it, he used his strength and persistence to move the stone. This action not only earned him a deserved reward of gold, but also a vital lesson in taking proactive steps to create change in life. He didn't wait for someone else to do it, he didn't sit and wait for luck to come, he took action to solve the problem himself. This story serves as a powerful reminder that in life, only those who dare to act can overcome difficulties and find hidden opportunities. Instead of blaming circumstances or waiting for others to change things, we must take proactive steps to create change for ourselves. Only then can we move toward success and grow from the challenges life presents.